administración hizo toda una campaña para llegar al poder, usándonos a nosotros como su escudo y su excusa. Pero nosotros sabemos que lo que ellos dicen no es la verdad. Nosotros somos gente fuerte, organizada, listos para trabajar, para aportar, para crear nuestras familias, crear esas oportunidades, y orgullosamente nosotros cargamos esa batuta. Sabemos que tenemos una responsabilidad muy grande enfrente de nosotros. Nuestras acciones, nuestra presencia, nuestros derechos tienen que ser ejercidos, y sabemos que nuestro poder es en la calle, nuestro poder es en tomar acción, nuestro poder es en mostrarle a él que no somos uno, no somos 10, somos un chingo. Cuéntenos bien. Sabemos que tenemos que seguirnos demostrándonos pacíficamente, porque al final del día los que están trayendo la violencia son los militares que han llegado a esta ciudad, los agentes federales que han llegado a esta ciudad a terrorizar a nuestras comunidades. Y no nos vamos a callar hasta que estos cabrones se vayan de aquí y nos dejen vivir en paz. Nuestra comunidad no se rinde, y aunque nuestra comunidad está con el corazón partido, porque hemos visto toda esta violencia en contra de nuestras comunidades, nuestro corazón también está listo para luchar. Lucharemos por un mejor futuro y nunca nos echaremos para atrás. Gracias a todos por estar aquí. De mucho corazón a nuestros miembros, nuestra lucha sigue. Esperamos contar con ustedes, porque no pararemos hasta que estos cabrones se vayan de aquí. Gracias.
¡Se puede!
Everywhere we go, people wanna know, people want who we are, so we tell them, we are the union, the mighty, mighty union, the mighty, mighty union, the mighty, mighty union. When I say freedom, you say now. Freedom, now. Freedom, now. When I say freedom, you say now. Freedom, 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 now.
Gracias.
El pueblo unido
¡Jamás será vencido! ¡El pueblo
unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. The people
united will never be divided!
The people united. Aquí estamos.
¡Y no nos vamos!
Y si nos echan, aquí estamos.
¡Y no nos vamos!
Y si nos echan,
Who's got the power? What kind of power? Who's got the power? I can't hear you. Who's got the power? What kind of power? What kind of power? What kind of power? Woo!
we have union power here today, no doubt about it. Let ICE know, let the White House know we're not going anywhere. We're going to keep standing up. Today, brothers and sisters, it's not about labor, but it's also about standing in solidarity together as one, united as one. It is my proud, proud honor to invite the president of the NAACP, Derek Johnson.
The people united should never be divided. The people united should never be divided. I bring you greetings from the National NAACP, the nation's largest civil rights organization. And we are clear that there is no difference between worker rights and civil rights. But more importantly, we must always fight against tyranny. And what Trump is doing is tyranny. Free Free David now! Free David now! Free David now! The history in this country has always been people like us standing together, fighting against those who seek to exploit us, to use us, or to distract what's taking place. And what we are witnessing in the backdrop of Elon Musk and Donald Trump last week is a distraction to try to move the attention away from the fact that they're fighting internally. What we are witnessing now is an attempt to move the attention away from what they're doing with the federal bill to take our Medicaid, to steal your Social Security, to undermine your worker rights, to kick elderly people out of nursing homes. What we are witnessing now is an individual who's unqualified sitting in the White House under DUI policies that he should not be sitting in, because none of them are qualified to serve in the role that they're serving in. And the work that you have done, the fight that you are engaged in, and what you are standing on now is more democratic than anything they have ever done. The people united should never be divided. And we are clear in the African American tradition. If they are attacking workers today, they would attack us tomorrow. We are clear from the African American tradition. If they attack Latinos today, they will attack us tomorrow. We are clear that as workers stand up, that if Latinos stand up, that if black folks stand up, and we stand united, when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Peace and power.
Thank you very much. We're standing to the end of NAACP. Let's give it up. This is also a moment to stand up with our immigrant rights leaders and immigrant rights champions in our state. It is my proud honor to invite Mashif Uladi from the California Immigrant Policy Center.
SEIU, let me hear you! I was supposed to have lunch with David tomorrow. April mentioned it when she came up here. He's been worried about everything that's been going on for a long time. When we were doing scenario planning around how to protect immigrant communities, David was there. When we passed the sanctuary law in LA, David was there. When we went to Sacramento to advocate for immigrants during the special session, David was there. When we were having Immigrant Day of Action, David was one of our keynote speakers, and he stood in side by us. And we're gonna be here for David today, tomorrow, and every day. Like my brother said from the NAACP before, this is a moment of solidarity. This is a moment for labor, immigrant rights, African American community, for all of us to come together. We were at LAX earlier today because the Muslim and African ban just went into effect today. They're terrorizing us at the airport, they're terrorizing on the streets of LA, and we're gonna fight back. We are California. We are gonna continue to fight back. As Angelenos, as Californians, there's organizations up and down the state that stand in solidarity with SEIU, that stand in solidarity with David. And more than anything else, I know David would want us to highlight the families that are being separated. We saw this from Trump in 2017 when he was ripping children from their parents, and we're seeing that again right now. Don't let the media distract us. We know we're peaceful protesters. We're here, we're making our voices heard. And don't get distracted from the federal fight that's happening. They're trying to take healthcare away from all of us. We're not gonna let them do that. Because when we fight, the Senate just dropped its bill for the state budget. The Speaker in the Assembly will be doing the same. We need to make sure that all immigrants, regardless of their status, have health care. All immigrants, regardless of status, have health care. Because when we fight, thank you. I'm going to introduce the next speaker. Sheila has been doing amazing work with the Rapid Response Network on the ground. Aurelie has been on the ground around the clock last week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Give her a huge round of applause. Thank you, Aurelie, for everything you're doing.
Thank you, Masi, to all our partners that are here today. How do you feel? Are you fired up? I'm fired up. Are you fired up? When I say people, you say power. People. People. When I say worker, you say power. Worker. Worker. When I say immigrant, you say power. Immigrant. Immigrant. People. People. Estamos aquí, pertenecemos aquí. We are here and we belong here. We belong here. Say it with me. We belong here. We belong here. My name is Aurelie Hernandez. I'm an immigrant and proudly a janitor and daughter of janitors. When I worked as a janitor, SEIU was my union and is my union. And let me tell you, when David Huerta led Justice for Janitors, he was fighting for the rights of people like me and my family. That is who David Huerta is. He, a son of immigrants, reminds us that we belong here. Where do we belong? Where do we belong? That's right. Since January, we have seen the terrorizing of our communities. We have seen the deployments out in the streets. We've seen the racial profiling. Let's be clear. Immigration is not just about Latinos. Immigration agents are coming after our Black community, Asian community, Black Africans and Muslim Africans equally, and we have to uplift that. That is what we do every day, fight alongside our coalition partners and leaders who are standing up here. On May Day, we marched peacefully in these streets. Were you here on May Day? Was it a peaceful protest? That's right, because we know how to stand up and protest peacefully. But what has happened, the government came in, and they came in with their military vehicles. That's what's happened. Let us not be lost in what the news is reporting. We know how to protest peacefully, do we? That's right. On Friday, you saw what happened in the streets of LA. We quickly went out to support the families. We were denied access to the families, and the attorneys were denied access. Saturday, we went back to the detention center with 4 members of Congress. They were denied access. Sunday, 3 members of Congress went out to Adelanto Detention Center. They were denied access. We are in a crisis of due process. Don't get it wrong. They are trying to tell us that we do not belong here. But do we belong here? Yeah. Do we belong here? Yeah. So I'm here to tell you our demands. Stop the raids. We want due process. Stop racial profiling. We want the right to peacefully protest. And we want our people released, including our brother, David Huerta. Release David Huerta. decades was brutally attacked by federal agents. And an attack on one is an attack on all. We condemn the aggressive immigration enforcement operations that terrorize our communities. But let's be clear, ICE operations are not about public security. They're about xenophobia. They're about anti-immigrant policies. They're about persecuting our vulnerable communities in LA and everywhere. And when our immigrants are under attack, we are all under attack, and we must not stay silent. We demand due process for all those detained. Authorities must be held accountable, and we must insist without compromise that there will be justice. We demand the immediate release of David Huerta now. We demand a stop to ICE raids in LA and everywhere. Free David Huerta, free them all. ICE out of LA! ICE out of LA! ICE out of LA! ICE out of LA! A nuestra comunidad no están solos. De parte de Carecer Centroamericano, de Recursos Centroamericanos, estamos aquí con nuestra comunidad para decirles que lo que está pasando en Los Ángeles es muy claro. Al levantar nuestra voz en favor de nuestra comunidad, cuando decimos liberen a David Huerta, decimos liberen a todos. Estamos aquí juntos, vamos a levantar nuestra voz, vamos a superar esto juntos y vamos a decir, ICE fuera de Los Ángeles, ICE out of LA, ICE out of LA. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce Executive Director Flor Menendez from the Clean Cars Workers Center. Hello everybody, my name is Flor Melendres and I'm the Executive Director of the Clean Car Wash Workers Center. The immigration raids this weekend shook Los Angeles, tearing families apart and sowing fear in our communities, targeting people simply for trying to earn an honest living. Over 200 families were separated in the last 72 hours, including 7 car wash workers whose work sites were raided by ICE yesterday. Some of them are own Worker Center members. Noemi, who is here with me today, is the wife of Jesus Cruz, a car wash worker, a member of Clean, who was kidnapped yesterday at Westchester Car Wash. He worked there for 10 years to support his wife and 4 children. Jesus has over 30 years in this country, and unfortunately, we have not been able to locate him. This should not happen. This should have never happened, especially not at a workplace where people show up to provide for their families and support our communities. We will not tolerate this cruel and dehumanizing actions. We call for the release of our car wash members. We call for the release of David Huerta. We call for the release of every community member who was taken from their families, who was kidnapped from their families and their communities. We will continue to fight for every person. Our voices are strong. Our resolve is unshakable. We will not back down. Carwacheros viven, la lucha sigue. Carwacheros viven, la lucha sigue. El pueblo unido. El pueblo unido. The people united. The people united. Se ve y se siente. No los oigo. Se ve y se siente. Aquí estamos.
Vamos.
Y si nos echan,
Nos regresamos. I want to thank all the elected officials who are here with us today. Assemblymember Bryan, Assemblymember Hermanian, Assemblymember Calosa, Congressmember Gomez, Senator Smallwood Cuevas, Jasmine Imani, Carolyn Menjivar, Senator Marilena Durazo, Antonio Vasquez, the office of Congressman Gil Cisneros, the office of Congresswoman Cameron Dodger, Jeff Frank is with us, Lindsay Horvath, Janice Hahn, and Supervisor Solis. Thank you for your help today. Councilmember Imelda Padilla, Dr. Gonzalez is with us, Councilmember Hernandez, Councilmember Soto Martinez, and Assemblywoman Celeste Rodriguez is with us today, as well as City Council Member Jurado, who is with us here today. I want to thank all of them for standing with us and for calling us every day, every minute since our president was taken from us by the federal government. I am proud to invite our dear leader in the LA Federation of Labor, Yvonne Wheeler. He is with us today.
Good evening, sisters, brothers, and siblings. Good evening, brothers, sisters, and siblings. Who are we? We are the union. And when we stand together and we fight together, no one can come between us. Sisters and brothers, we're gathered here today in the spirit of unity, purpose, and power. Because one of our very own, David Worther, was unjustly detained and injured simply for doing what he has always done, and that's standing up for what's right. David wasn't at the work site on June 6th for himself. He was there as he's been countless times before, to bear witness, to protect and demand justice for immigrant workers facing fear and uncertainty. He stood as a community advisor, observer, in peace, in truth, and in solidarity. For that, he was met with force. For that, he was taken. For that, he was injured. But what they didn't understand is this. You cannot detain justice. You cannot silence truth. And you cannot injure a movement that is rooted in love, in dignity, and an unshakable belief that everybody deserves to live and work free from fear. So today we honor David, not because he's our dear friend and our leader, but because he represents the very soul of our movement. A movement that says loud and clear, we protect each other, we show up for each other, and we will never let fear divide us. So today we protest, today we say, free David Worther! Free David Worther! Free David Worther! Free David Worther! We do so peacefully, because our power is not in how loud we shout, but in how firmly we stand. Our strength is in our solidarity. Our resistance is rooted in love. Let them see us, let them hear us, and let them know we're not going anywhere. And neither is David Worther and the rest of them. So free David Worther and all of the rest of them. Thank you. Now I have the honor and pleasure of introducing a shero, a labor shero, Teresa Romero, the president, the first woman president of the United Farm Workers of America. Thank you.
Yes, I am going to be brief. Thank you everybody for being here. Let me tell you something. We're here for David Huerta, but we're also here for all immigrants that have been detained and we don't even know where they are. Don't give up. We need to keep fighting because they need us. Our community needs us. It's not about one person. It's about all of us. All immigrants work here, contributing to this country, contributing to the economy. And I come from the organization where our motto is, Si se puede. So let me hear it. Se puede. Remember, I want David Huerta to hear us. Se puede. Se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Thank you for being here. Let's keep fighting for every single person who has been detained. Thank you very much. Now it is my pleasure to introduce somebody who has been a fighter for workers and for all Californians since she was in the assembly. Is a great friend of mine, a great fighter for all of us, the president of the California Federation of Labor, Lorena Gonzalez.
Brothers and sisters, are there some union members in this house? I don't think we've heard you. Do we have some union members in this house? I am proud to represent 1,300 local unions from throughout California, and I see you all here today from the Faculty Association to IATSE, to Unite here, to the building trades, to AFSCME. I see the firefighters here. I see the trades here. I see every union I can imagine putting out statements and saying, we will not be silenced. We will not be scared to speak up for our immigrant brothers and sisters. And that's because in California, we have a long history of walking shoulder to shoulder, intertwined with our own families and our community in this immigrant movement, because we are here to protect workers, all workers, no matter where you came from and no matter what you are doing. That is the role of the labor movement. So I want to thank you for coming out here today. And it's my pleasure because we often think about advocates in the immigrant community, but I have an advocate with me today. She's a rank and file union member, a member of SAG-AFTRA and the Writers Guild. You may know her from Netflix doing her comedy, but we also know her as an advocate for the immigrant population. Brothers and sisters, give it up for Cristela Alonzo.
Everybody, thank you so much for coming today. Look, let's face it, this administration has made a lot of mistakes, but the biggest mistake they did was trying to mess with labor unions. We are what makes this country great. This country was already great with people devoting their life to make it, to try to take care of their families, to take care of each other. Dolores said earlier, we got to do it in nonviolent ways, but let me tell you, you're going to get sad, you're going to get angry, and it's okay to feel like that. But you wake up the next day and you wake up and you go fight, because that's what labor unions do. We go fight for what's right. Free David Huerta, this ends now!
Next up is the head of our Orange County Labor Federation, Gloria Alvarado.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. It's Orange County in the house. That's it. Let me tell you, we are all together in this. An injury to one is an injury to all. And one of my mentors has been detained, alongside with 45 leaders out there, immigrant leaders. As an immigrant, I am outraged to see the injustices. The labor movement fights for dignity and respect. And even when you're being arrested, you deserve dignity and respect. You don't deserve to be hurt, pushed down, and harmed. So we need to stand together and say, no more. Basta! Basta! No more abuse! No more! We will stand together and we will fight not only for David, but for all the others that are being arrested. ICE is in Orange County right now, and let me tell you, it's a disgrace that they continue to attack working people. We are not criminals. We are the working people that keeps the economy moving. Let's respect labor. Who are we? Labor. Who are we? Labor.
When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. Now, brothers and sisters, give it up for a representative from the Los Angeles Building and Construction Trades, Eddie Alvarez.
Sisters and brothers, I want to thank you all for coming today. Is LA a labor town? Is LA a labor town? We're just here to back up our brother David Huerta. All the 160,000, the executive secretary estimate John, the 160,000 construction workers of Los Angeles County. We want to make sure David Huerta gets out tonight, right now. And we will not stop until his fascist regime city is taken down. I also want to speak as an Angelino. We see all of us peaceful protesters out here right now. We want to make sure that if you go out and protest, do it peacefully. Violence leads to more violence. They want us to desecrate our city. They want us to put it on fire. Don't make him happy. Protect our city, protect yourselves. Thank you. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce the great leader from the Roofers Local 36, Mr. Cliff Smith.
I am David Huerta. I am David Huerta. We all are David, and Goliath is going down. All you fascists are bound to lose. Free President David Huerta. Free and legalize immigrant workers. All hail the Los Angeles freedom fighters. Long live the international working class. Donald Trump has brought open class warfare to our streets. The capitalist war against the working class that was always just under the surface in the form of housing costs, for-profit health care, police brutality, deportations, white supremacy, and patriarchy under the thin cover of paper democracy is now the open terrorist dictatorship of the most reactionary, most chauvinistic, and most imperialistic elements of finance capital. As fascism was defined in 1935 by the Communist International, which led the historic defeat of Nazism 80 years ago. And we see that on June 6th, the day that Trump launched his attack on Los Angeles and seized President Huerta, came on the anniversary of the D-Day U.S. invasion against Hitler. 80 years ago in 1945, we defeated fascism. 80 years before that, in 1865, we defeated chattel slavery and white supremacy. And we stand in this tradition. Trump's ICE attacks are his distraction against his tariffs that are ratcheting up economic crises of rising costs and economic uncertainty, while he tries to export the failures of United States capitalism onto other countries. His budget bill is the real looting by his criminal class aimed at all working people. They are coming for our Social Security, our Medicaid, the post office. They're coming for our labor unions, our organizations, and collective bargaining. The attacks on immigrants has always been meant to weaken the working class, to divide us by nationality or language, to confuse us about who is really taking our jobs and invading our neighborhoods. But this did not start with Donald Trump. There are hundreds of thousands of non-citizen residents that live in our neighborhoods, workers, community members who cannot even vote for their school board member or their city council member or the mayor because the Democratic Party wants them disenfranchised, enforcing taxation without representation. We are in a paper democracy and we need to build people's democracy and a workers' party. Mayor Bass, we need you immediately to remove the Quisling police chief, Jim McDonnell. He's insubordinate and he's unable to do his job to keep Los Angeles safe. To the military and to any MAGA militias, we tell you that we are workers, we are students, we are artists, we are peaceful, and we are disciplined. But if you come here into our neighborhoods, onto our job sites, looking for blood, like the poet Amiri Baraka said, there will be some mutual blood shed. We are not superheroes, but you will know that you were in a fight. We need immediately a united front against fascism, an anti-fascist people's front led by the working class. As the movement grows and the unity of the working class strengthens, we must go further and prepare the transition from the defensive to the offensive against capitalism, steering toward the organization of a mass political strike. Unity and struggle. An injury to one is an injury to all. Death to white supremacy and death to fascism.
When I say people, you say power. What do we want it?
I want to invite our leader from the UFCW, Mark Ramos, for Local 1428. Hello, LA! Look, we're here today to tell Donald Trump this shit stops today. This is LA County. If you want to fight, you gotta fight. Because what did my mama always tell me? Mark, don't start a fight, but you better damn well finish it. Donald Trump coming here and attacking our community. Look, those of us who've been here a long time, we know since when I said on program, this ain't you, but we're gonna make sure it don't happen no more. We're gonna march, we're gonna yell, we're gonna scream, we're gonna protest peacefully, and we're going to make our voices heard, right? Let me hear you when I say you power! Union power! Union power! Let's take back our community and tell Donald Trump it's time to get the hell out because this is a union county. Thank you. All right, brothers and sisters, we have a lot of elected officials here today with us. I'm going to go with Santa Ana Councilwoman Jesse Lopez, LA Council President Eric Dawson, Councilman Adrian Assyrian, Assemblywoman Celeste Rodriguez, LAUSD Board Member Kelly Gomez, Latino Caucus Chair Gonzalez, State Senator Sanchez Rene Perez, LAUSD School Chairman Rocio Rivas, San Gabriel Councilman Jorge Herrera Avila, LA County Assessor Jeff Prang, Councilwoman Heather Hutt, Long Beach Mayor Rex Richardson is with us, LA County Supervisor Solis, Horvath, Hahn are here with us today, Councilman Padilla, Carajay Vice Mayor Cynthia Gonzalez, Councilwoman Ulises Hernandez, Councilman Hugo Soto Martinez, State Senator Maria Elena Durazo, State Senator Caroline Menjivar, Assemblyman Isaac Bryan, Congressman Jimmy Gomez, Board of Equalization Antonio Vasquez, Culver City Councilwoman Imani McNish, Congresswoman Sidney Camlito, LA Community College District First Vice President Ted Hernandez, Culver City Council Member Bubba Fish, Chelsea Byers, John Erickson from West Hollywood, Congressman Kelsey Snedos, State Senator Lola Smallwood Cuevas, Assemblyman John Radian, and Assemblywoman Jessica Calosa, and all the elected leaders who are here today. And Isabel Jurado is here today, as well as Assemblymember Gibson. I have the President of the CTA, and Councilwoman Nithya Raman, but CTA is in the house today. Give it up for the elected officials who are here with us. And I want to thank our brother.
I'm David Goldberg, President of CTA, California Teachers Association, 300,000 members across the state. I want to let you know that we stand with you. But I want to talk to us as labor as well. That this is a moment where we don't just come protest, but we actually need to lead. We are people all about this movement right now. We have clergy in front of the detention center right now. Clergy, rabbis, priests, imams standing with immigrants right now. But we have a special role as workers. We have the power that no one else has. But we have to follow the model that David made for us and put our lives on the line. We have to develop infrastructure so that all of our work sites become places where we can stand up for workers in a moment's detention. Soy el maestro de los CTA, de California Teachers Association. Y mis únicas palabras que quiero decir hoy es que los maestros luchando también están enseñando. That our struggle as educators, like all workers now, is to show our students and our young people what it means to stand up to them, for them, and we're ready to do this. We're building the infrastructure to do that. So I look forward to being in this struggle with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, CTA. El maestro luchando también está enseñando. I want to invite all of our SEIU presidents who are here today. I know we're going to speak and we're going to speak loud, but we also have to make sure that we go home peacefully today. All of our SEIU presidents are here today. President from SEIU 521, Rico Mendez. Rico!
How's everybody feeling today? I'm here representing the entire Bay Area and Central Valley. I'm gonna kick it to our brother Max Arias, that's going to speak on behalf of all of SEIU State Council.
When we fight,
We win!
we're here representing 700,000 workers in the state of California. Essential workers, workers that make California what California is. Brother Huerta represented that spirit, the spirit of solidarity, the spirit of workers. He always fought for workers for 20 years, right? We demand his immediate release. We demand an end to terror tactics. We demand the immediate release of everybody that was there. You know, we do have power. Workers, we are non-violent. We do not have weapons, but we are armed with our power. Our power is our labor. Building skyscrapers, cleaning, feeding children, ensuring children are taught, ensuring that seniors and people with disabilities have care, etc. That is our power. And we must exercise our power, and we must demand better. This is about accountability. This is not just about defense, but to defend ourselves, we need to be for something. And I know David Huerta used to say that too. So we have to be for something, and all of us here are ready to keep organizing in solidarity with everybody here until we achieve that just society. And anybody that's in the way, better get out of the way. Because when we fight,
We win!
thank you.
Give it up for Max Arias, everybody, Local 99. We're going to do a quick conversation really fast from our local leaders. I'm going to pass it on to Arnulfo de la Cruz.
Los Angeles presente! When I say David Huerta, you say presente. David Huerta! David Huerta! On behalf of the 500,000 long-term care workers in California, today I come not just as a union leader, but a friend. Because David is a son. David is a father. David deserves to be home with his family right now. But also knowing David, he would probably prefer to be here instead with us. And he would be the first to say, it's not just about him, it's about the way that we treat people with dignity and respect. So on behalf of SEIU 2015, we demand for the immediate release of David Huerta. Let's keep getting it, Los Angeles. We got his back, just like he has ours. Si se puede. And now I'm going to turn it over to the president of SEIU 10-1, the Bay Area, Teresa Rutherford.
All right. When communities are under attack, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do you do?
Stand up, fight back!
We are a community of immigrants. This country is a country of immigrants, and we're proud of that. We built this country. We're going to fight for this country. We are going to fight for David Huerta, who has fought for this country and who has ensured that all workers have dignity. That's what labor stands for. That's what we will do. We will not back down. We will not be afraid. When we fight! When we fight! Thank you. Passing it on to...
Everyone, Catherine Hutchison, President of California State University Employees Union, CSU Youth in the house, the CSU Systems in the house. So we at CSU will not stand by while our allies are criminalized. We demand David Huerta's immediate release. We demand an end to unjust ICE detentions and stop the militarization of our communities. And we demand dignity and due process for every immigrant worker who makes this country run. David, if you get harassed, we've got your back, and we will not be silent. Now I'm going to pass it to Crystal Irving, President of SIU Local 221.
Hey family! My name is Crystal Irving, so proud to represent SEIU Local 221 down in San Diego. But y'all need to know that LA is the city that made me. I am born and raised LA, so I'm so happy to be here in solidarity with you all. I want to spend my time with you all just a little differently. I want to remind you all that in these moments, it is incumbent on us to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, and not just ourselves, but each other. So I want you to look at your neighbor and tell them, I got you, and you got me. And then I'm gonna ask you to do one more thing. I want everybody to take one deep collective breath with me. Y'all ready? Inhale. Let me hear you sigh it out.
You guys, our breath is our power. Our breath is where we build solidarity. And you have my commitment that as long as we have breath in our body, we are going to fight this, and we are going to fight this together. Free Huerta now. I want to pass it over to Dr. Taylor.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Do that again. Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. My name is Dr. Taylor Walker. I am a board-certified family medicine physician and the national president of the Committee of Interns and Residents. Woo! Y'all, we are the largest doctors union in the United States with 40,000 members across the country. I want to ask y'all something. How often do you see your doctor standing up on a stage at a rally surrounded by these incredible labor leaders? How often? Ever? Y'all get ready to see this a whole lot more, because let me tell you, we are done with Trump's racist bullshit. The doctors know for sure that our healthcare system runs on immigrants, and without the immigrants, like the amazing home health workers who took care of my mom for 7.5 years when she was dying of ALS, without those people, our healthcare system doesn't work. I am so proud and honored to be a president of SEIU, and I am here to call for the immediate release of my union brother, fellow SEIU president, David Huerta. As a fellow SEIU union president, I am here to commit that all 40,000 doctors from coast to coast are ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with every single one of you and every person on this stage until David and all of the other people who are unjustly detained are released from ICE's detention. So like I said, your doctors, all your healthcare workers, we're done with this bullshit. And I know that we will win, and I want you to tell me what happens when we fight. What happens when we fight? The people united will never be divided. Say it with me. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. Thank you guys so much.
¿Se puede? ¿Se puede? My name is Margarita Berta Avila. I'm representing 29,000 faculty from the California Faculty Association. And we are here today to demand that David Huerta be free, as well as that I stay out of California. We are setting this demand, and we are answering the call to organize. We are all part of a labor movement, and we are the front line, because our communities, our families are not human collateral, and nor will we allow them to be. With this, we know what this is about, and we are committed to this movement to make it all known that we are demanding the necessary humanity to live a quality of life, free from fear, free from harassment and hostility. We will not stand for 4547, because I will not say his name. Racist, xenophobic, fear-mongering, sexist, toxic masculinity, misogynistic, homophobic, and transphobic actions and policies. And as David Huerta would say, this is bigger than him. This is about the young boy in Torrance who got picked up with his father. This is about all the CSU students across the state. This is about them. And when our future generations ask us, what did we do? We will say, we are right here, and we stood up and fought back. Because when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win.
It's labor in the house! I dare you, it's labor in the house! My name is Samboy Wright. I'm representing SEIU Local 721. We represent over 100,000 public sector
to employees in Southern California. And we want a message to say, David, what do we have your back? David is my brother. He's just not a union president. He is my brother. He has set the standard when it comes to the labor movement. He has set the standard when it comes to SEIU to show that SEIU is not just a union representing members, but we are a social and economic justice union. We fight for the communities that we serve. And that's why we're here, united as one. Because when we fight, I didn't hear you, I said when we fight, let's go!
Thank you very much, everyone. It's a beautiful thing to see, to stand up here and see all of your amazing, beautiful tapestry of culture and language and solidarity. Give it up for yourselves right now in this moment for being here on the right side of history. My name is Rico Mendez. I'm the Chief Elected Officer of SEIU 521, and I'm here representing the Bay Area and the Central Valley, Fresno, Bakersfield, Tulare, San Francisco, San Jose. We want LA to know that we stand with you, with all of you. We are a family, and we're not going to give up until ICE leaves LA. And if they come to the Bay, we're going to be ready for them. From Crescent City in the Portland border, all the way to Oregon, all the way down to San Diego. California's going to stand together. Everybody should own it is right to be angry. It is right to resist. Cuando luchamos, ganamos. Cuando luchamos, cuando luchamos, when we fight, let's go get it, y'all.
Thank you to all of our SEIU presidents who are here today. We are living in peace. These are difficult times for our country, but we need to be ready to fight back tomorrow. And we are coming here to send a clear message that this was a peaceful rally. We will be dismissed peacefully. And we are asking everyone to please go towards Grand and exit in that direction. We are done for today, brothers and sisters, but before we dismiss, I want to hear it loud. Sí se puede! 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 Free Huerta now! 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 Thank you to the labor movement. Thank you. Please, if you are leaving, please, if we need everyone to clear the park and exit towards Grand and do it in an organized and peaceful way. Please use the sidewalks. If you are with USW,